Maybe that's too rough. Yep. All right, we'll get started with the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take it away, sir.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming on a snowy evening. Hope the roads weren't too bad. We'll start first of all with Mr. Tyndall, Students of the Month for the Junior Senior High.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. I have two separate awards I want to give tonight, those for the Student of the Month and then a special recognition. For our Junior High Student of the Month, we have Mackenzie Jones. Mackenzie has taken on new challenges this year, especially in band. She's a team player willing to challenge herself for the benefit of the team. She currently is learning to play tuba, but also plays percussion in the pet band. She's kind and hardworking and exemplifies exceptional student behavior. Mackenzie, will you come up here, please? Hold on a second. Sorry. And our high school student of the month is Will Stamper. Will's an amazing student in class and kind classmate to others. He always goes above and beyond in his work. He pays attention to detail and answers questions fully and thoughtfully while also connecting them to his personal life. He's eager to further his knowledge and understanding no matter what the topic is. All right, our high school student of the month is Will Stamper. All right, then we had a special recognition a month ago or so, a little over a month ago, and this is the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. It's a civil award bestowed by the President of the United States. It was established under executive order by George W. Bush. The award was established to honor volunteers that give hundreds of hours per year helping others by helping others, and this is through the Presidential Council on Service and Civil Participation. The award could be granted to individuals, families, or organizations located throughout the United States. Depending on the amount of service hours completed, individuals can receive a bronze, silver, gold, or the Presidential Call to Service Award, also known as the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. This year we had two recipients of that. The first one is Libby Winance, who had over 105 hours of service, and she earned the bronze award in the 16 and over category. Libby, will you come forward, please? Okay, and then our second recipient is Alexa Duclos, who had over 59 hours, and she earned the bronze for the 15 and under category. Alexa, come forward, please. All right, thank you.
Next we have Mrs. Go that's going to be presenting tonight for the elementary.
Hello everybody, I'm Mrs. Go, the assistant principal at the elementary, and I am so happy to be able to recognize our students of the month from the elementary. So kiddos, if you're here and you hear your name, you can come up and I'll give you your certificate. And then in just a minute, we'll have a really awesome yard sign for you all to take home when you go, okay? So first we have Riley Adams. We have Lena Smith. Brady Smith. Maverick Branson. Andrew Muldoon. Emery Doremus, Lucy Absalom, Lawson Christ, and Dom Cox. We also had Dalton Geltius, Hayden Burton, Danielle Hansford, Kalina Delgado, Landon Warfield, Cheyenne Comstock, Brooklyn Comstock, and Juliana Bushfield. So we're very, very proud of our students. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. This is the guilt-free pass to get out of the boring stuff, as we always do. So, unless you want to stick around for it. It's not for you, Chris. You got to stay.
Yeah.
Good job, Ryan.
What's that?
For that.
I just replaced that one.
Little. Get it. Some white lights.
They'll look up.
Now look.
Yeah.
They're pumping all the white lights, so they get turned off.
It's sunburn. Sunburn.
While recording.
Hey, Milo, leaving. I look down.
John Deere. That's Tuesday. Back about the normal stuff, yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks for staying, everyone. Appreciate it. So first of all, we have agenda modifications. I have one agenda modification under new business. No, item number 6, new business. Item B, it's a recommendation to approve the service of Will Scott. Scratch that. We are not ready for that right now. So scratch that off the agenda. We will not be discussing that this evening. So, now it's time for public comments. And have something to say? Come on up.
Oh, got arm wrestling for it.
Yeah.
Hi, a lot of you know me. I'm Danielle Helton. I'm a kindergarten assistant at the elementary, but I'm also the director for the Boys and Girls Club, formerly Care Club. My boss was supposed to be here to speak, but I will instead, so bear with me. I'm excited to take a moment to highlight the incredible progress and opportunities happening in our Southwestern Club. Currently, the club serves 119 members. We have an average daily attendance of 58 kids. These numbers reflect not only the club's growth, but also its critical role in supporting the children and families in our community. The club has recently launched a tumbling class that's been a big hit with the little kids. Additionally, we're putting a significant focus on STEM education during our after-school program. This is more than just activities. It's about preparing our young people for the future and trying to keep them safe so they're not home alone and potentially in other bad situations. We do have several food insecure kids that get unlimited snacks possible as long as they're there. Southwestern Club is more than just a hangout place though. We're a hub for opportunity programs like Indiana Kids, I Learn, that offers us a unique chance to help kids with their education, particularly like math and reading where support is often needed. We only have one student who qualifies for that though, because it is based off of their free and reduced status, which many parents unfortunately don't take advantage of. And they had to have failed the I-Learn, unfortunately. But we also had a difficult time obtaining the information needed for the state. But going forward, we're wanting to get that prepared way in advance, and hopefully next year it'll be significantly better. We are incredibly excited to announce our potential summer learning lab in partnership with Mind Trust and the Department of Education. It is, if approved, the lab will be offered exclusively at our Southwestern Club in the summer of 2025. This program is a blend of summer school and summer camp, providing academic support where kids will be active and engaged. This partnership would be a game changer for our families. I just want to say thank you for all of your continued support, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Paul Bowdy, member of the Southwestern community, live down in Jackson Township. And first of all, I want to thank Isaac and Travis for serving on the school board for the past several years. I do appreciate your service and what you have done for the community. I also noticed on the school's Facebook page this week that the office aides have been working to organize and archive the silhouette. I'd like to recommend seeing that done with the yearbooks. It's bringing back many memories of what has happened at the school. And I've recently started attending the monthly alumni meetings at Willow Leaves of Hope, and find it very interesting to hear what the various alumni stories of their high school years, things that have happened in that. And that's a great community service project. I appreciate that and look forward to seeing more of that information. I want to thank the board and the administration for participating in the donkey basketball event in November. It looked like a great time was had by the audience, and I hope everyone has recovered from your donkey experience.
Almost.
Almost. Okay. During the February 2024 board meeting, Dr. Bork had presented information regarding the title program. He mentioned that the school was considered a high-risk school district based on the most recent assessment. He had mentioned that Southwestern would be subject to on-site monitoring. I've heard that this has been corrected with positive comments being reinforced about that, but I've seen no public mention of the outcome of this assessment. And I was wondering if we could get an update on where we stand with that title program and the assessment, because I heard many, many positive things came out from it, but I've not seen any public mention of that. My final comment has to do with the recommendation that is going to occur later on in this meeting regarding the $1,500 pay increases to approximately 9 administrative staffs personnel during the meeting tonight. I'm not disagreeing that some of these people are not due pay increases, but my concern is that some of these positions receive substantial salary increases agreed to during the January 2024 board meeting. I've tried to research the exact amount of these increases, but the information is not available on the school website. I noticed that the high school principal contract was last signed on 7/1 of 22. The elementary principal contract was signed on 7/1 23. The high school assistant principal contract was signed on 8/24/22, and the elementary assistant principal contract was signed on 7/1 23. It was my understanding that when there were changes to a contract, things of that nature, such as those salary increases, that a new contract would need to be signed or altered, and I've not seen anything like that on there. Please correct me if I'm wrong in that understanding. Also, the technology director resigned during the February 2024 board meeting due to being the only administrator to not receive a salary increase. The technology director was told that the salary was concurrent with surrounding schools. The current tech director was approved at the March 2024 board meeting. This position has been held for 9 months. During the October 2024 board meeting, approval was given to hire a technology data manager position at approximately $50,000 salary. The hiring of this position should have greatly reduced the technology director's workload by as much as 20% or more, and that's just an assumption on my part, without occurring any type of reduction in their salary. I believe all of these funds are paid through the operations budget. The board recently approved a large bond issue during the November meeting. We still do not know the full extent of how individual property taxes will be impacted with that bond issuance. We do know that prior to issuance of the bond, the school board had been provided with inaccurate information to determine the property tax impact, and that was mentioned at last month's board meeting, and I appreciate that information. But prior to voting to approve these latest salary increases, I hope the board considers the continued impact on the property taxes that these continued increases have on the community. And just let me know if you have any further questions or comments or would like to ask anything about what I've presented tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Any other comments? Nobody else? Nobody else? Okay, no takers.
Okay, we'll move on to consent items and claims. We ask for the approval of minutes of the previous meeting and also approval of account payable vouchers.
Any discussion on those?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? So moved.
Next, you have your business and financial reports. You have the financial report and the extracurricular cafeteria account reports. No vote is needed, just they're in your packet.
No comments.
Okay. We move on to new business. First of all, I'm going to do all these donations here together. Recommend donation from the Mount Auburn Christian Church in the amount of $50 for the Spartan Food Pantry. Donation from Blue River Foundation, the amount of $250 for the Spartan Food Pantry. Donation from Mount Gilead Baptist Church in the amount of $300 for the Spartan Food Pantry. A donation from Blue River Foundation, the amount of $750 for the greenhouse. And then a donation from Knopf in the amount of $1,500.
Make a motion to accept.
All second. All those in favor? So no.
Item B, remember, we removed from the agenda, so we'll move on to item C. Recommend approval for the FFA Soils and Crops team for an overnight trip to State Crops CDE at Purdue University for state competition on Friday. That's this Friday.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor? So no.
Next, we have a recommendation for approval of $1,500 pay increase for all principals, assistant principals, school nurse, food service director, technology director, business manager, and facilities director.
I'll ask a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonnie, out of those, which ones come out of operations fund?
Everyone except the nurse.
Okay.
Yeah. The food service director comes out of cafeteria, so that person's not out there as well.
Principals come out?
No,
Education? Okay.
principals are education, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, that, then mine comes out of operations
Yeah.
and technology.
Okay. All right, so let's re-go over those.
Okay.
Principals are education fund.
Yes,
Okay.
Assistant principal.
Nurse is not.
she's education fund.
Okay.
Food service director comes out of cafeteria.
Perfect.
Technology, business manager, and facilities will come out of operations.
Thank you. And then question for Jamie.
Mhm.
What we did, what Paul is referring to, was we kind of played catch up with
Yeah.
all salaries.
Yep.
Is it pretty typical to revisit raises pretty close after doing the teacher's contract
Generally,
review?
that's what, and from what I understand, that's what has been done in the past. That's not what was done last year. I think last year they were approved in October, right? Yeah, November. And then the admin raises weren't approved until January, so there was a little bit of lag, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
So this is to keep up with the teachers, with the.
Yeah, basically,
contract.
they're getting the same increases that the teachers received.
In reference to the technology director position, we used to have a probationary period, it was 12, 18 months, something like that, when somebody came on that this was their salary at that point, and then after that, then we would revisit it. Is that not the case?
I'm not aware of that, if that is the case, but also I think the intent was to try to get everyone on the exact same rotation as far as when salary increases occurred. If he wasn't going to get an increase now, he would wait a year and 9 months, right, for an increase. And so that's kind of why that decision was made. So, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor? 7-0.
Last is just nuts and bolts here, things we do at the end of the year. Recommend to approve the transfer in appropriations and inter-fund transfers and pay your end claims as well. This is just something we have to do to tidy up the accounts at the end of the school year, or end of the calendar year, sorry.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? 7-0.
Next, you have your overtime report. That's been provided just for information, so for your information only.
No questions or comments on that?
Is it kind of an odd month? Because I've never seen that many overtime hours on the report before.
Some of that is due to us not having a second shift custodian.
Understaffed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it figures much.
That's some of it's due to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Presentations?
Okay. I don't have any presentations tonight. Danielle, you stole our thunder already there, so thank you. We appreciate it. You did a great job. We'll move on to personnel. We have no leaves, resignations, and terminations. We do have some recommendations to hire. I'm gonna do all these together if that's okay. Recommend to hire Lacey Nicholson as a second shift custodian full-time, 40 hours a week. Recommend to hire Maxine Higdon as fifth grade girls head basketball coach. Recommend to hire Bethany Schubert as fifth grade girls basketball coach. Recommend to hire Larry Drake as junior high boys head basketball coach. And recommend to hire Ethan Kreis as fifth grade boys head basketball coach. And I will tell the board, we are going to work on getting these approvals done in a more timely fashion and not in the middle of the season or towards the end of the season, but do those before the season. So I do apologize for that, and we'll work on that. We can do better.
Make motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? 7-0.
Next, we have a happy moment. My superintendent comments, we have a happy moment, but also a sad moment because two of our board members will be leaving us. Want to thank both of you for your 8 years of service and your dedication to Southwestern. We do have a couple of plaques here, so if you want to come up and grab these from me. First of all, Travis. And the plaques read, with deep gratitude for your dedicated service to the Southwestern Consolidated School District of Shelby County, for the past 8 years, your leadership, commitment, and vision have enriched our schools and inspired our community. Thank you for making a lasting difference.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate all the work you've done for our board, for our school community, so thank you very much. I appreciate everyone coming out for donkey basketball to see my nice tumble and fall, and all of us. The other night I was asked during the girls basketball game if I wanted to shoot 3-pointers, and I said no. I embarrassed myself once on this floor. I'm not going to do it again, so I appreciate everyone for coming out. And just wish everyone a happy holiday season. Remember, next week is the last week of school, then we have a break. We'll start back in January, so thank you.
Right. Board member comments? Travis?
Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for allowing me to serve. And Bonnie, Dr. Logan, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
I just want to say thanks to both of you for your dedication to the school and helping me out whenever I had a question. I really helped for sure. Thank you guys.
Anything else?
Nope.
No, thank you.
Also, thanks to Travis and Isaac. Lots of good insight. Been here 2 years with you guys, so very much appreciate the support and dedication.
Yep, thanks Travis and Isaac. I'm sure, hopefully you guys take phone calls if I ever need them, so appreciate you guys.
Well, and again, thank you guys. I know it's always not always an easy road in the board, but appreciate your time. So, thank you everybody for coming. Guess we'll adjourn the meeting.